Yo, what is going on, guys? The Teen Engineer here, and today I'd like to continue the Skywalk Towers series. Yeah, let's get into it. Now, I'm going to show you guys one bug that really annoyed me. I didn't fix yet, it's like a UI bug, but you'll see it. It's not that important, but I'd like to show you guys how you can do it and how you can fix it in case you would like to do something like that, in your game. So, it's just, okay, let's see. Cool, so last video we fixed the music so it works, you can see. But the thing that really annoys me is this thing. You can see that it just so weird. But like I clicked twice and then it just I keep clicking it and it just super weird. So I'm gonna fix it today, and yeah, that's what we'll do. So I guess we'll get right into it. I'm just gonna exit Roblox. Okay, cool. And I'm just gonna edit it. Okay, cool. Always open Roblox. Yeah, sure. And yeah, let's go. Okay, so I'll have a look at the UI. Where should it be? It seems the UI is. Let's see. Storage UI, and then first it's okay here. Okay, that's why. Okay, I'm going to. I'll have to look at it. So show developer. Yeah, this is show development GUI. So like in case you don't want to see the GUI because it's like obstructing your view like that, then you can just remove that. But we won't need that right now. We will need to see it. So there you go. And then I want to remove this because I want to actually see the background. So I think that's the one. Nope, that's not the one. Main GUI maybe. That's not the one. I think it's the loading screen actually. Makes sense because the loading. There you go. So it's this thing here. So this one is what is that? Main GUI maybe. Oh, okay, that's kind of weird. It's like it's not within the main. Okay, well let's see. Where is it? Arrow. That's the one. Yep. Okay, cool. I had already added these buttons. Okay, where's the script? I'm looking for the script right now. So let's have a look at that. Touch spawn point. What is that? Let's see. Okay, no, that's just for the spawn point. So when there's a spawn point at the bottom right, you'll see that there's interesting spawn point, just to let you know. But that's not really what I want. That's not either. Gradient, no. No is for the pizza tower. Let's see, let's have a look. Shop frame. No, I don't need the shop frame. It's more the arrow. Button click, there you go. Okay, cool. So there's a wait here. I'm not sure why, but oh yeah, this is for the loading screen. It's waiting for the loading screen to load. Okay. So let's see what's going on here. So a button, we're just making a reference to the arrow button because script.parent, so the parent of the script is the arrow button. So local frame, same thing, we're referencing the frame. So script.parent.parent, wait for child. So this one, background buttons. And I misspelled buttons, but that's fine. Boutons. So, okay, whatever. Shop button, okay, cool. Switch tower button, okay, just a bunch of these buttons. Okay, right, yeah, okay. That's another feature I was about to add, but it's okay. Is on screen is equal to true, okay. Local debounce is equal to false. Just a bunch of these variables that I'm gonna need because I'm basically like switching the arrow orientation when I click it, right? I make it like turn left, turn right, depending on like what how many times I clicked it basically. So okay, this is just setting the position of the frame, pretty sure. So frame out of view, frame in the view. This doesn't really matter right now. Okay, same thing with this one. This is just setting the positions. Okay, cool. Oh, this is for when I click on this, it's gonna go backwards. So it's just moving them. Basically, it's just moving the frame to the right. So when I click back on it, it's gonna move it to the left. Basically, that's what it is. But the problem here isn't really there. The problem is when okay, it's when I click on the actual button that, like, it's really weird. Let's see. Okay, so it seems that the first time, it has to do with here. Okay, so once we click on the button, right, what do we want to do is we're checking if it's not the first time. And if it is not the first time, then we make first time equal to true. And when first time is true, then we do the rotation and everything, which is really weird. It doesn't make sense. I'm not sure why I did this, but let's fix it. So, first thing I'd want to do is, honestly, let's make a variable to see where it's pointing. So here it's pointing to the right. So let's say um, is pointing right. It's going to be a Boolean, so a true or false. Is pointing right. And at the beginning, is it pointing right? Yeah, it's pointing right. So we can do that. It's fine. It's pointing right, and we can put that to true. Okay, cool. So once the button is clicked, what do we want to do? We're gonna check if it's pointing to the right or not, and then we're gonna base ourselves on that. So let's check. If it's pointing to the right, which it is at the beginning, then we can remove this first time because there is no first time anymore. And what we want to do is rotation to 180 degrees, and what else do we want to do? We want to move it to the right. We want to move the whole frame to basically out of view, which is the whole point of this arrow. You know, when you click this arrow, it moves it out just in case you don't want to see that. So yeah, what's this? Is on screen. I'm not sure really what that is. It's basically the same thing. So let's see. I can just remove this actually. I can remove these comments just to make it easier. Okay. And okay, if is on screen, I'm not sure. It doesn't really matter the is on screen actually because I already have the is pointing right, so it's gonna be like the same thing basically. So I can remove that too, and then yeah, that should be fine. Seems to be Let's see. This one is for this. I don't know. I'm not sure what this came from. Okay, remove is on screen here. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna explain everything here. So let's see. I'm gonna take this back. Cool. And cool. And so if it's pointing to the right and we click it already, it's pointing to the right, we're gonna rotate it to the left and we're gonna move this back here. We're gonna move this out of the screen. So this should be the code to do that. And I'm gonna explain everything. Just remove these lines. Nothing. Okay. And this used to be an extra end, so we don't need that. Cool. Okay. So okay. Let's have a look at the arrow, okay? I want to show you guys the properties. So let's move this. I don't need that. Also, I'll be showing you guys, I can show you guys some of the plugins I use because I use a bunch of plugins, as you can see here, and I have way more in the plugins folder. But they're all pretty useful that I used. And I can show you guys in a different video. But let's see. I want to show you guys that the rotation we can see is 0 right now. But if we put it at 180, and not 18, 180, let's see. We can see that it makes it to the left, which is exactly what we're doing here. So it's changing the button's rotation to the left. So let's get back to normal. And then this is, okay, tween position is a way to move something out of the screen in a smooth way. So this is what I'm using now. So I'm accessing the frame. I'm telling you this is the frame that I want to move. This one that we can see in the background. And we're using tween position. And frame out of view, right? So this is basically a position. This is what it is. Frame out of view is just a position. And same thing with frame in of view. And I'm just telling it I want to move this frame to that position. And then these are a bunch of properties. So there's out, there's in, and I'll be showing you guys that in just a second. And there's sign, and then there's the different functions I'll be showing you guys. And this is the time it takes, I believe. Yeah, this is the time here. And then override Boolean. We'll have a look at that. So let's go to tween position properties, I guess. Yeah, tween position properties Roblox UI. It should tell us about a bunch of the um, let's see, docs. Tween. Let's have a look. Tween service. Maybe this one. Let's see. It should have a property. Here it is. Wait, is that one? Let's see. Um, let's see. Roblox properties, sine, cosine. Maybe this one. Let's see. Well, I guess not. It doesn't really matter though. But I use sine because just it's honestly the simplest one, and it doesn't really matter for my case. And this is the time it takes. And I honestly want to change that. I think it's a bit too long. So 0.1 and do that same thing for here. 0.1, 0.1. Okay. And the thing is, I'm moving the frame, but I also want to move the buttons inside, which is I'm basically doing the exact same thing that I did for this one, but for the buttons. So for the shop button, do the exact same thing. For the switch towers button, do the exact same thing. Okay, so and if it's not okay, so once they click on it and it was pointing to the right, then now it's pointing to the left, right? Because we changed the rotation. So we have to at the end of this we have to put is pointing right to false. So this time it can actually switch between is pointing right and is pointing left, but that's fine. Okay. Now, if it wasn't pointing right, so if it was pointing to the left at first, then we want to make it point to the right. So we change the button's rotation to 0, which makes it point to the right. And this is basically the position that it was in. The position that it basically now it was if it wasn't pointing to the right, so if the arrow was pointing to the left, it means that the frame was out of the view. So we want to once they click on it and it's not pointing to the right, so it's pointing to the left, and they click on it, it means that we want to put it back inside the view. So there's a position for the frame inside the view, which we already declared on top, and same properties, out, sine. There's also in and I believe cosine and other stuff. So this should be okay, I believe, except that I have to make is pointing right to true because they click it. It was pointing to the left. They click it. Now it's pointing to the right. So it's pointing right is equal to true. There you go. Cool. Okay, we should try this now. Yeah, let's go. Okay. Okay, I'm not really sure why I waited. I remember I put a wait here, which I really don't need. Let's just comment this out. If you don't know how to comment like that, just control and slash. So if you put control and slash, you can just like uncomment comment. So let's go. Let's see. Okay, so let's try it. Okay, so it doesn't seem to be working. So let's see what's going on. Bunch of yielding stuff, but that's okay because I'm using a thing called I forgot what it's called, but It doesn't really matter. Here, let's see. Let's see. Maybe it's because that's weird. So I might need to do some debugging. Let's see. Um, let's see what we can do. If it's on screen, it's on screen. Okay. If okay, so first of all, let's see if it's detecting that I'm pointing, that I'm clicking the button. So button clicked. If it's pointing right, cool. So it's pointing to the right. Button clicked. Okay, that should be okay. Let's try that. Okay, let's see. I'm clicking on it, but it doesn't seem to be detecting anything, right? Yeah. Okay. Oh, I think it's because of the weight I put on it. Did I remove it? No, I removed it. So. Hmm. Okay. Let's. I'm gonna see if I get any errors inside. Let's see. Uh. Well, okay. Which one? Button clicked fixed. But there is an error. Okay, there is an error. Okay. Local switch towers, script.parent. Okay, that is why. Okay. So that's why I'm waiting, see? I'm waiting so that the thing can initialize and it can find it, or else it's just not gonna find it. So let's put back in the wait, which is fine because it's fine because I am already putting a loading screen there, so it's already gonna wait. But that's okay. So I'll just wait 10 seconds. This little pizza box. Okay, cool. So button clicked and huh. Okay. I want to test something. I don't think it worked the first time. I don't think it worked the first time. I'm gonna put back in the loading, and that should be it, right? Yeah, I'm gonna put back in the loading, and we'll see. We'll see what happens. Okay, Candy Tower, let's say. Okay, so it's not working the first time. It's supposed to be. That's okay though. That works now, but let's still fix it. I don't like how it's not working the first time. Hmm. So the button is getting clicked and it is pointing right is true. And so, oh boy, I need to remove that. Okay, so this is running. I see it because I saw the arrow moving. I mean, the arrow rotating. But it's not moving it, which is really weird. Uh, hmm. Frame, tween position, frame out of view. I'd like to see something actually. These are okay. These are offsets. Wait, no, these are scales. Yeah. Okay. So frame out of view. Let's have a look at frame out of view. I'm gonna copy those. Actually, I'm gonna copy those, and we're gonna put it inside of the. Let's see. It should be this frame. I'm not sure what's it called. Background buttons, right? That was called. Let's see. Frame. Yeah, that's the one. Okay, and we're gonna put that in and see. Um. Okay. I'm gonna put that in here. Oh, I put it in size. Oopsie. Okay. I'm gonna have to put it in position. Okay, that makes sense. I think I switched them. So frame out of view is actually frame in of view, and yeah. So I have to change that. That's frame in of view. It's inside, and this is frame out of view. So some bit of confusion there. See, because now if we take this position and we put it in, here. Yeah, that works. So I was just I named them wrong. And guys, if you don't know what's the difference between scale and offset, it's better to use scale because there are different sizes for every screen. And if you use offset, it's just gonna like calculate the amount of pixels, but not every screen has the same amount of pixels, so it's gonna like mess up your GUI. So it's better to use scale because it's a percentage. And so if you don't know how to do that, I can show you guys how I did it, which is using this plugin, which is super, super useful. It's free, and you can add it super easily by just going on View. You go to Toolbox, search up here, and go to Plugins, under Plugins here, and just search up Auto GUI. Or what was it called again? Let's see, Auto Scale Light. Okay, scale. And just take the light one, and it really works really, really well. And basically you just go on any button or label or whatever, click on it, and you just add a unit conversion and position and size scale, and that's it. That's all you have to do, and it's really, really easy. So okay, let's test this out. This should work. Cool, let's test it out. We have to actually enable the loading screen. Okay, cool. Let's try that out. Okay, Candy Tower. And okay, that is really funny. I did not expect that, but I know what I did. That's kind of funny. Okay, so I did the frame out of view, but I forgot to do the buttons. That's funny. Okay, so I just have to change them as well. So shop button in a view, shop button in a view, just like that. Same thing with this one. Shop button out of view, switch those up. Cool. Things cool here. It's okay. Things cool. Okay, cool. Let's test it again. Okay. Okay. Okay, that works finally. So as you can see, it works perfectly as I want it to. And yeah, that's pretty much it. So yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. That was it. If you guys want to play this game, it's in my description, and also my group's gonna be in the description as well. So go join those, and that's pretty much it. Bye bye.